I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Music Theory Tuition series where I work with you step by step through the ABRSM Discovering Music Theory grades. I'll work through every single exercise and explain everything you need to know. You can access information about the books I have available to help you on my website. Go to sharonbill.com. For advert-free and longer lessons, you can become a patron at patreon.com/SharonBill. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to stay updated. You can support this channel by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SharonBill. We move on now to page 48 of the Grade 3 Discovering Music Theory, and we have a challenge here where we're asked to look at a piece of music that we are learning and then make a note of any of the performance directions and Italian terms and then give them their definition. And so I suggest I'm going to just pop through and look through this Grieg nocturne that I've referred to before, and I'm just going to choose some of the performance directions here, and so you can either look at my definitions and use those as a test, but I suggest that you do go ahead as well, so you could kind of do this challenge twice, as it were. The more you do, the more you will learn, of course. And go through a piece of music that you're playing and give everything its definition, because even if it's not necessarily on the syllabus for the grades 1, 2 or 3 performance directions, if it's a piece of music that you're playing, of course you want to know how it should be played, and so you should understand the definitions even if they're not particularly listed on this grade syllabus. So let's go ahead. So I've just gone through and I've made a little list of all of the different terms and directions, and so the terms that I'm going to be defining are andante. That's on grade 1. And it just shows that even grade 1, when you come to like whatever standard of piece, you know, those definitions are still relevant. That's why the grades are accumulative. We're always building knowledge. We're not letting it go. And then I also have P, PP and PPP, which I think is easy enough to figure out. I have paired and una corda. Now that's actually in a later grade, but again, there's no harm in just learning about music. We have cresque and the cymbal. I have poco rit. I have a tempo. A lot of these are right back in grade 1 actually. I have this and I have this. Sempre. Forte, just good old forte. I have più mosso, and then I have this symbol here, which is actually back to grade 2. I have morendo, which is outside of the syllabus here, but we'll do this anyway, because who doesn't want to learn about music? And then we have adagio, which again I think is grade 2. It's either grade 1 or grade 2. So let's go ahead. If you want to just try and give those their definitions, just quickly rattle them off as a test. Just test yourself, and it's okay if you get them wrong. That's how you'll learn. Work in pencil, you can just erase it out. And so andante is a tempo marking that usually comes at the beginning of a piece of music, because we need to know how fast to play it before we start playing, or at least what we're aiming towards. And it means sort of at a sort of walking pace, kind of medium speed. And so in my revision notes I would group that with moderato. Now we know that P is quiet, piano. Pianissimo is very quiet. Oh, quiet, not quite. Quiet. And then PPP, pianissimo, pianissimo, as it were, is very, very quiet. I've seen up to 4 P's actually in some choir music recently. Okay, so this is a piano pedal marking. Saying to use the pedal, and then una chorda is just like the left pedal, because it uses one string, it dampens the other string. They come up in a later grade, so you will need to know those at some point. So we know that this is a crescendo, the word for crescendo, and that's the symbol, just for meaning gradually getting louder. And even though that's just a grade 1 term, that is always used even in the most advanced music. So that's that. Poco, we know, is a little bit. Ritardando is getting slower, so it's gradually getting just a little slower. Not massive, but just a little bit slower by degrees. So a tempo means we go back to the original speed. So there's obviously been a slowing down, and now we're going back to speed. Or tempo. So we've obviously gone back to the original andante now. Now here we have a diminuendo sign, which means gradually getting quiet. You can see the volume is closing in, as it were. And we have a sempre as well, which is always getting quieter gradually, as it were, or always gradually. So it's continuing to get slower, 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 slower until told otherwise. Forte is loud. So we've got 2 words here. Mosso is movement and più is more. So it's more movement. Oh, more movement. Kind of everything's picking up pace there. This is the grade 2, and it looks like it's asking you for the impossible. It looks like it's asking for staccato and legato. And so when they are combined, it means semi-staccato. This is grade 2, yeah. Semi-staccato, lightly detached. So it's not quite as aggressive and as the staccato. It's just sort of just smoothed off a little. Morendo is dying away. So that's that one. And then adagio, it's kind of slow. I would group that with largo. It literally means sort of at ease, kind of. It's slower than andante, but not as slow as largo. And so, do bear in mind that all of these terms and performance directions that we are learning are to be put into practice in music. We're learning about music, and music's to be played, music's to be heard. And if we don't have these kind of dynamic markings and performance directions, we've just got maths of you play this blob for this long and this blob for this long. And of course you need to get the timing and the pitch correct, but then this is kind of the creative cherry on top, which gives it the musical character. So this is the sort of creative topping to every piece of music to give the music meaning. We will get some more opportunity to learn these and test ourselves, but we're going to save that until the practice exam paper later. I hope this is helpful to your studies. Please do like and subscribe to stay updated. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee, and for advert-free lessons you can become a patron. Do visit my website where you'll find many resources available to help you. Visit sharonbill.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.